Hey y'all, welcome to the Ola Trail Show where we talk all things blood type and 5D living. I'm going to just say it. I was saying holistic and purposeful living, which goes along the lines of 5D living, but 5D living is a whole nother level. So I'm just sitting here on this Saturday afternoon. I just looked outside and it is pouring down raining out of nowhere. And I got my strip steak in the oven waiting for dinner. And while I wait for dinner, I got a snack of um, two rice cakes. One I'm almost done, but it has almonds. Um, First, it has almond butter. Okay, almond butter pecans are these, and salt and cayenne pepper. That's how I do. That's how I do my snacks. Obviously, this is a carb, and I'm serious about counting my carbs. So with my steak, I'll have broccoli, and that's it. No rice, nothing like that. I usually don't have a carb or a major carb with my dinner because broccoli is a carb, but it's just low in carbohydrates. By the way, I'm Latrell, your host, and today we're going to talk about 6 ways to find out what your blood type is. Okay? Most people don't know what their blood type is. Like whenever I say I'm doing the blood type diet, the response after that is, I don't even know what my blood type is. And honestly, I didn't know what my blood type was either when I found that book on that shelf. And that's why I just went on ahead and got the blood type test after I went home to see if I could find my blood type. Went back and got that blood type test, just took it at home, and I was good to go. But I have researched online different ways you can find out what your blood type is, and I got 6 ways. So first I want to talk about why you should even know your blood type. Many people don't know what their blood type is because they don't really care to know. Like they don't have a reason to know what it is. It doesn't apply to anything that they know that they need it for. Like nobody's going to ask them what their blood type is. I mean, unless you live in Japan or Korea, they actually ask each other during introducing themselves to each other what their blood type is, just like they ask like where you work or where you live, what's your blood type? But we don't, most of us don't live there. I know I don't. So here are some reasons why it's important to know what your blood type is. One is if you need to give or receive a blood transfusion. There are certain matchups that are required if you are to get or give a blood transfusion. So if you have blood type O, then you are the universal donor. And if you have blood type AB, I think you're the universal receiver. So if you're a mother, it's good to know what your blood type is so that you know if your baby's blood type is different than yours and what you need to do about that moving forward. The third reason you need to know what your blood type is so that you can know what or what not to eat. So now we're getting into blood type diet because blood type diet is important. We just aren't taught that it is because who knows why. The fourth reason is to know which illnesses you are susceptible to. Certain blood types are susceptible to certain illnesses compared to others. Number 5 is to know which types of exercises you'll benefit from. That's really important because there are some people who will benefit from yoga while other people will benefit from cardio. And if they swapped and did each other's exercise, they probably wouldn't get the most benefit as doing the exercise that's best for their blood type. The last reason to know what your blood type is to know how your body processes stress. We are made differently. Like we're not all the same. We are different based on blood type, and our body processes stress differently. And when we exercise, that is putting stress on our body. If you are the blood type that benefits from high cardio, that stress on your body is good for you. However, a different blood type that needs yoga in order to calm them down is going to get stressed out from doing cardio. A survey done by CBS in 2019 revealed that over 30% of Americans do not know what their blood type is. Your blood type is either A, B, O, or AB. So for all 30% of you, listen up. for these 6 ways you can find out what your blood type is. So the first way to find out what your blood type is to ask your parents or your doctor. Your parents may have your blood type on file because, like I said, mothers should know what their child's blood type is. And another way they could have it is broke a limb when you were young, or if you had a blood transfusion for some reason when you were young, had surgery or something like that when you were young, they should have that information on file. So go ahead and ask them, see if they have it. If you're like kind of still young like me, they might still have your medical records. If not, you can ask your doctor. Now, you can ask your doctor, but it's a high chance they might not know what your blood type is. I've had friends and family reach out to their doctors and ask for their blood type, and they literally did not know. Like, they thought that since they had drawn blood before, gotten blood work done, that their blood type should be somewhere in their test results. Like, you imagine sitting there, you got all that blood right there. Like, my blood type gotta be on some paperwork somewhere. No. So I'm going to tell you in number 3 what your doctor will tell you to do in that situation when they don't have it. Number 2 is to check your own records. So if you're a woman and you've given birth to a child, then you should have a record of your blood type. If you have ever had surgery or need a blood transfusion, then you should have your blood type in your medical records. If you have access to a patient portal and your blood type possibly could be in there. And also if you have served in the military, your blood type is likely printed on your military records. So remember when I told you to look out for number 3? Here's number 3, have your blood drawn. Okay, so doctors told my friends and family to call and schedule and have their blood drawn, and to be sure to ask to include their blood type in their prescription. And that actually was an extra cost, which is kind of crazy in my opinion, because information about you, they're making you pay for information about you, which is like almost telling me what my skin color is, and it's easy to do. But for some reason, they want you to pay for it. So my friends and family thought that was a big hassle and opted for number 5. So look out for number 5 and what I say for that. But if you do decide to go this route, some labs offer blood tests for a fee outside of your normal blood testing time that are paid for by your insurance. And you can make appointments at labs like LabCorp and Quest Diagnostic. Also, if you have recently drawn blood, you can ask that your blood be tested for blood type. So that's another way you can go about it. Number 4, you can donate blood. When you donate blood using free services through organizations like Red Cross, tests are run on your blood using RH blood typing, which means determining whether you're positive or negative for that blood type. And these are to see who can receive your blood in a blood transfusion. When you have completed the process, you will receive a card that shares your blood type. Currently, the Red Cross is offering a $25 Amazon gift card to those who finish the donating process, since there is a need for donors. So you can get paid to give your blood and also know what your blood type is. Number 5, the one I told you to look out for, is the at-home test. So if you're the DIY type like I am, I use the $10 Eldon blood testing kit from Amazon. It provides instant results, and it's super quick and simple. It's easy. You do have to follow the instructions step by step though, and I did not at first. So I actually broke it the first time and needed to take it again. I think I needed to take it 3 times. But yeah, I took it the 3rd time in order to do my tutorial, which I have linked so that you can watch how to take a blood typing test at home. So all you need to do is wet the 4 circles in the collection with water. Prick your finger with the lancet. It's like a thing you prick your finger with like that, and then you'll start bleeding. You'll get these little spoons, scoop your blood out, put it on the 4 circles, mix it up, and then you'll see what your blood does. Compare that to the back of the instructions. It's pretty simple. So you just have to be okay with pricking your finger. I know that's not what everyone likes to do, which I didn't want to do either. You can tell in my video that I hesitated, but it can be done. So number 6 is to take a saliva secretor test, okay? If you can't get past pricking your finger, like I just said, this is good because it tests your saliva. So it's going to check for blood type antigen markers that are present in your bodily fluids, like your saliva. The test only works for people who are secretors. So that means you secrete these blood type characteristics through your bodily fluids like saliva. But if you don't secrete, then it's not going to work, okay? The likelihood of it not working is only 20% because 20% of the population are non-secretors. So that means 80% of the population are secretors, which means it's a possibility it might work for you. However, there's a chance it won't. So, and it's kind of an expensive test. So I would say to take the blood type testing kit where you prick your finger, and that's your best bet. So I hope that I have empowered you to make an informed decision on how to find out what your blood type is. I will say that it has opened up so much for me, helped me to heal myself or get on the path at least to healing myself and being more informed about my identity. And your health is waiting on these results too, be it an upset stomach, stiff joints, skin rashes, sleeplessness, anything, diseases. You can even calm the severity of chronic diseases that you may be dealing with and work along with your doctor to help you get rid of it faster by eating along your blood type. So whichever one of these 6 ways you choose, I suggest getting on it fast so that you can be one step closer to a life of good health and also helping your loved ones reach the same thing. If you're interested in learning more, definitely follow and subscribe and get my starter kit that I've made for each individual blood type. If you don't know your blood type, I have a general starter kit that'll help you get to finding out what your blood type is. So thanks again for tuning in. See you next week.